I've got Carol Channing saying raspberries stuck in my head today because I'm going to be making a raspberry pie. The recipe that I'm starting from says to make a strawberry or peach pie. It's got a little bit of Jello to tie it together, but it's summer fruit stand season and raspberries are what I've got. And when I was in high school, one day I went with some friends to another friend's house for lunch. And his mom had out on the table the most glorious, fresh raspberry pie I'd ever seen. I mean, actually, I'd never seen a fresh raspberry pie before that. I'd only seen like a double crust baked raspberry pie, and those didn't hold any interest to me. But this thing, ruby red, piles and piles of raspberries, puffy, fluffy whipped cream on top. I've been chasing that high for my whole life. Maybe today's the day that I hit that mark, but I really don't know what we'll end up with. This is just a baked pie crust, a pile of fruit, some cornstarch, sugar, flavored gelatin, and water, and you mix it together, put it in your crust, top it with some whipping cream, and then you're done. So fairly easy, especially if you are buying a store-bought crust and cutting off some time. So if you pass a fruit stand and there's a favorite fruit of yours, pick it up and make this. All right, that's boiled and thickened up. Really thick, actually. And here's 3 tablespoons of the gelatin and a pinch of salt. Well, that's a neat trick. Very simple. Okay, I wonder how fast this is going to set up. Do I need to act fast or do I need to let it cool a little bit? Lots of these recipes really light on detail. Test it like a baby bottle. That's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. I wonder if that will just disintegrate the raspberries. Anyway, I'm going to keep stirring this for a little bit to drop the temperature. Friends, this is looking very close to what was at my friend's house that day in high school. I wonder if his mom expected that high school kids were going to come and devour the pie at lunchtime. Like, was that for something special for dinner and we just descended like locusts? I don't know. Sorry. This red color is absolutely glorious. Okay, put it in the pie crust. Oh, I'm excited. Look how pretty that is. I mean, I'm gonna put that in the sunlight. Look at that color. I saved a couple of raspberries to the side just because I wanted a few dotted around that were whole. I wasn't sure if the filling was going to decimate my raspberries or if they would still look whole. So it kind of is a bit of half and half. Some of the raspberries are in pieces, some are kind of whole. But that pie from high school, it seemed, in my recollection, it seemed like it was whole raspberries. And that was what I couldn't understand. How could you mix raspberries with a filling or a thickener and keep the raspberries looking so whole and gorgeous? I was so shy back then, I never would have in a million years thought to ask his mom how she'd made that pie or thought to ask for the recipe. I'm still shy. Not shy. Reserved. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna put that in the refrigerator now. It's to be topped with whipped cream, which I will do, but not until I serve it. I can imagine a glorious visual of it just covered in a cloud of whipped cream, but I think I'll just do whipped cream per serving so that the leftovers don't get all gnarly and weepy. So, into the fridge, and I can't wait for dinner tonight. I'm gonna try and do a better job of filming myself tasting or reacting to the things I'm trying out of this cookbook. When I do make this stuff, it's for our dinner, and so by the time that rolls around, the thought of stopping everything and filming seems onerous, and Matt didn't sign on to be on video too much, and I don't want to tell my guests when they come over, oh, stop everybody, let me get your reactions on camera. So before we have dinner, and before Matt comes in from work, and before Chris gets here, I'm gonna cut myself a little slice of this pie and see how close we got to the pie from high school. Okay. How did we do? I wish I could share this with all of you. Oh my gosh. Make yourself a fresh raspberry pie. Don't mess around with cooked raspberry pies, double crusts. Just do this. It only took me 30 some odd years, but I've got the raspberry pie. I'll see you next time.